Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. So today is another commonly asked DMV question. What is today's question? What about peeling plates? So this is going to be a little bit of a tossy-turvy kind of road, and it's probably going to end up where you guys don't think, but here we go. So Wisconsin, DMV, and DOT uses Avery sheeting and 3M sheeting, depending on whoever holds the current contract. So the last major batch was Avery. Now with the new guidelines, the Avery could not compete. Now we're back with a 3M product. So most people who don't understand what I'm talking about peeling plates, I'm talking about this guy. So hopefully, there we go. We got some bubbling, and you can see all this flaking off right here, all that. So this is what I'm referring to. Now, a good shape plate, and unfortunately I didn't have a peeling bad passenger, so this is a really nice example. See, there's no peeling, nothing like that. So WTF me, right? This is gonna be a tough one to kind of explain because there's a multiple of variations and things that we can look at between the quality of the aluminum used. We have the sheeting that's in play. We have the adhesive that goes in between. We have the manufacturing process, the adhesion of the two, the stamping of the blanks, the holes, the even down to how they go through the press. Is the press hitting the plate too hard and it's splitting the sheeting there from the paint they use through the rollers, all the way through the heavy heaters that are heating these, drying that paint before they go into envelopes to be sent off the DMV to be issued. So there's a whole bunch of things that can go wrong in that process, correct? Right. So before I get into the warranty and what happens and all that, let's talk about survival bias. So I hear this a lot in posts and all that in the public is, well, these older plates hold up so well. They're all so great. Eek. Not really. It's survival bias. The ones they're holding is nice. You know why they're holding nice plates? Because we saved the nice plates. I don't know, I'm talking passenger plates in general here, but I've sent a lot down the crafting market of the butters and the reds because they had issues. They had peeling issues, they had paint issues, they had fading issues. Same thing with the Sequesters Centennials. There was big fading issues with that red ink, which is not heating very well to the sheeting. So there's a whole variable of things, but I think the big picture is humanity as a whole has gotten rid of bad plates and saved the good ones. So when you're looking back at the older plates, it's really survival biased. Because the good ones have survived and the bad ones have been made into birdhouses, into letters, into keychains, probably sent overseas to be recycled somewhere else. So a lot of these aren't saved. The reason I have this really rough example is this is Golf, base 1 of 3. It's not very common. And I think I have this one and then the one that's up on the wall. So they're fairly hard for the collection to get. So that's why I've saved this one. That aside, all these are date coded too. So in this you can see a little, well, it's going to be hard on the camera, right by my finger. It's a little Wisconsin guy. It says WI and then 20. So this sheeting was manufactured in 2020. So Avery and 3M, their standard warranty is 5 years. So, per the DMV, let me make sure I read this right. So I asked about, because I knew Avery had a 5M, I just wanted to confirm that 3M was also a 5-year warranty. It's a 5-year warranty. Any defects with the plate, delaminating, bubbling, within those 5 years can be presented to a DMV and they'll replace the plate for no charge. Any delamination beyond the 5 years you own the plate will require a replacement fee. You own the plate. I think I maybe read that a little bit wrong. Sorry if my dyslexia is getting the best of me. But basically, they look at here. If it's 5 years or less, they will replace the plate for free. Usually what I think happens is that gets sent back to headquarters, and then headquarters takes it to the prison, and then the prison sends it off to the manufacturer, and they probably get a credit somehow, some way. So, and that's how it's done. And if it's over 5 years, it's out of warranty, and you got to pay a replacement fee, which isn't that bad here in Wisconsin. It's nothing crazy. It's usually under $10 for like a nice specialty set. I think it's up to $8 for general passenger plates. So that's the big thing. And no matter who you go with, Avery or 3M, those are the big players in the sheeting market. There's some other smaller companies that do sheeting, but the warranty is no longer than that 5 years. No one wants to do that because of, one, where we are. So we have scorching heat, we have dry, we have sun being down on these plates. Then we got fall, which is not bad, but then we got winter. We got salt on the roads. We got brine on the roads. We got ice, hail, negative wind chills. So these plates get put through a lot. And no matter what you do, there's going to be some kink in the armor. You know, if it's not the sheeting, deteriorating, it may be the adhesive deteriorated. Like it hit the sun just right and it heated up, or maybe there was a defect in the aluminum and that's starting to pit, and that kicks off the process. Because like with this Golf, there's a whole bunch of pitting on the back side. So I'm guessing that's kind of what started the deteriorating, and it just went from there, which is unfortunate because that is a nice plate. But that's the long of a short of it. So if it's under 5 years, you get a free replacement from DMV. If it's over 5 years, you're on your own. In the before time, when I was little, Wisconsin had a law that their plates were good. The law was mandatory replacement every 7 years. So really, DMV had that 5-year warranty, and there was 2 years of where you kind of were on your own, and then the plates were getting replaced. Right now, and that was taken out probably due to cost cutting. They couldn't afford doing it. They weren't passing that cost on to the public. They were trying to do that within standard funds that they were allotted. The law has now changed. Now there's mandatory replacement every 10 years for plates. And now they're trying to actually backlog up every single plate older than 10 years. They're trying to get that replaced off the road right now. And they're massively replacing plates, as a lot of people have seen. And now with this, technically 5 years warranty and you're 5 years on your own. 50-50. For someone who replaces their plates every year, it doesn't really affect me that much. But for, your ma, your pa, your grandma, and grandpa, who get one set of plates for their entire lifetime in their vehicle, it will affect you. But also, if you're washing your vehicle regularly, keeping it out of the sun, keeping it inside in the wintertime a little bit more, your plates are going to last. To be honest. So these aren't that bad of plates. There are much worse plates out in the nation if you Facebook. But anyway, thank you for listening to me ramble, and I'll see you later. Bye.